There is more anxiety and more unrest today in Texas. A package destined for an address in the state capital of Austin exploded inside a FedEx facility near San Antonio. One person was wounded and another package was detonated in a controlled explosion in Austin today. There have been 4 bombings in an Austin neighborhood already this month. They've killed 2 people and wounded 2 others. Even before today's explosion between San Antonio and Austin, there was growing anxiety in the state capitol. Chaz Moore is the executive director of the Austin Justice Coalition, joins me now. Thank you for your time today. Now, your community recently held a meeting. I think there were about 400 people that came out to discuss these incidents. What did you hear?
We heard a lot. Luckily, the police chief was there to answer a lot of questions that people had about the incidents themselves. We heard from our mayor and our new city manager who just got here from Minneapolis. And we heard from the community members about, just overall concerns, the overall thoughts and feelings about what's been going on. And the main message that I heard from that was, we as a community, we as people, we need to do a better job of taking care of one another and making sure that we take the time to get to know our neighbors. But I think the main message again was just like concern. It wasn't, it wasn't really fear. It was just concern about how do we stop this? How can we help in stopping this? When is this going to stop?
And what were authorities able to tell you at that meeting?
Really not much. The main thing that was coming from the police chief and the other authorities that were there was, just to be safe. If you see any suspicious packages, don't touch them, don't go near them, just completely avoid them at all costs and call the cops so they can come handle it. And he let us know that the possibility of this being a hate crime at that time, which was last week, or at the possibility of this being described as domestic terrorism wasn't out of the picture, but he couldn't say then, and he still hasn't said much now because the investigation is still going on.
Are there any clues as to what the motivation could be?
Not at all, and I think that's a scary part, not only for me, but all of us here in Austin. This person or these people are just going around Austin in random parts, and even Schertz, which is like 60 miles from here, and just aimlessly and recklessly, blowing up people for no reason, it seems. And I think that's the part that concerns a lot of people. It's not like, he's a serial killer that's going after women or, a person that has this one distinct target. He's just going after everybody. So nobody feels safe. And everybody's just kind of like on edge. And I think the message that we've been trying to convey, as well as the mayor and the police department, is that, this is Texas. With Texas strong, we will overcome anything. We just have to remain strong. We have to remain strong together. We have to remain safe together, more importantly.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You've said that the first bombing wasn't properly handled. Why did you say that?
Well, so if you look at how the authorities and even the media handled that first bomb, the story around the first bombing with Anthony House was that he potentially blew himself up, or it was some kind of like bad drug deal. And what happens when we handle stuff like that is it just goes over the head of like people in the community, like nobody had a thought about it. I've been saying over the past week and a half, if we would have treated that first bomb like bombs 2, 3, 4, and now 5, maybe we wouldn't have had these additional bombs. Like if the authorities would have taken a little bit more time, and Chief Manley did apologize for how they handled that last week at the town hall, which I think is admirable of him. But if they would have handled that first one properly, I think we could have got a head start on this and maybe caught this group of people or this person already.
Now, we have heard now from President Donald Trump today on this. Do you feel that's enough from the federal level?
The presidential situation in America right now is just all over the place. I haven't even seen that, so it must have just happened. And it was probably a tweet, because that's what he does, which is...
He did speak live about it. He essentially said that they're going to do what they can and that they're very sick people, in a nutshell.
Oh, well, that surprises me. I'm really surprised that that he said that, and I would be hoping that he would be willing to send as many resources, whether it be money or manpower, to Austin to stop this what we the community feel is domestic terrorism. So the fact that he did speak about it is something that I can appreciate, and you know, I'm glad he finally said something, because in times like this, we need to hear from our leadership, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, like no matter your political views. So the fact that our president is noticing that this is going on out here and has some concern, I think that is a good thing. So yeah, I mean, I'm surprised by that.
Chaz Moore in Austin, I want to thank you for taking the time with us today.
Thank you, and I really appreciate, you know, you all not even having to cover this story. I appreciate you all thinking about, you know, your neighbors down here in Texas, and I just hope everybody is keeping us in their thoughts and prayers at this point.
We absolutely are, and we're wishing you all the best and hoping this is resolved quite quickly. Chaz, thank you for your time. He is with the Austin Justice Coalition. Thank you so much.
Thank you.